Hello everybody!
Hi!
Papa Blue Shirt here. This is an exciting day. Today I go over 8,000 miles. I'm walking down to get my bike. So, it's an exciting day. Papa Blue Shirt, Mama Blue Shirt.
Yeah?
8,000 miles, Ma.
Yes, I'm proud of you.
8,000
All the way
miles.
to Alaska and back.
To Alaska and back.
At least Anchorage.
Yeah. Wow. 8,000 miles.
Think about it, people.
That's a long ways.
Uh-huh.
So, we're going to go out, get you a little footage, and then we'll take a look at the bike and see what it looks like.
Alrighty.
I just cleaned my bike for the first time the other day. I'll leave a link for that up above. But we're going to go out and we're going to ride. I have add 7,000 miles onto that because I had to turn it over because it turned over. And yeah, so 15 miles a day we'll be at 8,000. Alrighty, let's get going. And the adventure starts now. Yeah, believe it or not, it's kind of cool this morning. We've had 100-degree weather, and it was 59 this morning when I woke up, and feels a little cool riding. It's about 60, I think, right now, or 61 or 2. But yeah, after that 100-degree weather, this feels kind of cool. But we'll get out here in the sun, and it'll be really nice. Anyways, yeah. I gotta take a look at my corn there. Said I was gonna watch the corn grow, and it grew so fast. That corn, it grows like a foot overnight. They say during the hot summer days you can go out in the cornfield and you can hear the corn growing. It grows really fast. Months, I put 8,000 miles on this thing. I can't hardly believe it. Can't hardly believe it. I was flat on my bike laying on the living room floor for hours on end in intense pain because of my back. And had this crazy idea that maybe I could ride an e-bike, and I got on it and the rest is history. Yeah, got my life back. Yep, really gave my life back. I try to ride 20 miles a day, as long as the weather permits. And so far it's been pretty good. There's a few days that I can't, but so I'm hoping to be over 10,000 miles by the end of this year, before winter comes. Hopefully. So make sure to like and subscribe so you can see my updates. See how far we can push this Ecotric. Crazy dog. Just a puppy there. Yeah, I would have had my camera out, but it kind of surprised me. It run right alongside of me. I stopped and he didn't do nothing, but it sure acted like he was going to. Probably the biggest hazard for us riding in the country is dogs and farm equipment. You come around a corner sometime and there'll be a farm equipment taking up the whole road, you know, and you just got to pretend you're invisible because they might not see you. So you got to be ready to go off the road. usually, especially if you're riding by yourself, you can sneak up on a house and you can get by before the dog even gets out there. Usually most dogs are fat and lazy and they can't keep up with you on an e-bike. Those dogs there they did pretty good though, but when you have 2 or 3 people and you're all not right together, then that's when it causes problems. So when I know there's a place where there is a dog, I try to slow down so we can all get together. See if I can make it up this hill. Yeah, they'll catch me on this hill probably. Well, let's see if she wants to go on the full route today. If I had an inkling, I would think she's going to come with me because she don't want to go by those dogs by herself. But we'll see here. We get up this corner here. A lot of times they'll turn around here and just go home while I finish my route. But today I think she'll probably want to go with me. Let's see. I said I thought you'd go with me on my route, but okay. So she decided to go that way, so she don't have to go by those dogs. So I was half right. All right, well now I can ride as hard as I want. Ride with the girls, I have to go slow enough so they can keep up because they don't ride as fast as I do. But now they're going home, so I can ride as fast as I want. Let's get this done here. Yeehaw! Woo! I felt a burst of cold air there. Get down on these bottoms and it's not as warm. It's really weird how once you have 100 degree weather and it cools off into the 80s and stuff, how it feels like it's cool. It's all according to what you get used to. Yeah, my son is coming in from Alaska, and he's been watching the weather, and he's just dreading it because we've had 100 degree weather, like I said, and it's gonna tear him up because he ain't used to it. He's always had a hard time with heat, and yeah, big baby, right? Me, I'm out in the garden working when it's not 95. Oh, a deer. There's a deer and a fawn over here. Let's see if I can get him on camera. Yeah, there's a fawn down there. There he goes. There's the fawn. Oh, look at it, isn't it cute? Oh, it got caught on the barbed wire. Little thing. Got caught on the barbed wire. Okay, try again, little thing. Just don't jump. There it goes. Oh, there's 2 of them. I didn't see that one. Hopefully I got it. It's hard to see with this without my glasses. And that's the things you see early in the morning. That was neat. Too bad I got caught on the fence, but it'll be all right. There comes the car, so I'm gonna stop recording and get going here. That was neat. I like seeing things like that. I didn't like seeing it get caught in the fence, but that's how they learn, I guess. They'll know as it gets older that it needs to watch out for fences. Yep. Sometimes when you're young, you fall down, get back up. And sometimes when you're old, you fall down and you get back up. You gotta make sure you get back up. That's the main thing. When my wife did her spill, it would have been easy with her knee all messed up to say, nope, I'm too old, I can't do this no more. But after like 4 or 5 days, she was out there riding again. She wanted to ride a couple days, and I convinced her she needed to wait a little bit, not to push it too hard at first. And then I think she rode just a few miles, and then every day she kept adding to it, so now she's back to doing what she was doing before. I got a dog up here that hides in the weeds, so we'll see what this one does. All right, I see his head poking out up there. Just watch him here. He'll sneak back in the woods on the edge. If I don't watch for him, he'll jump right out at me and scare me half to death. But as I get closer here, he'll sneak back a little bit. There he goes. Now he's gonna get ready to jump out at me. And that's usually how most dog encounters happen out in the country. Because you're usually going fast enough that they can't get up the speed. And like I said, now if there was a car, if I had the girls behind me here, he'd be waiting for them, and then he'd be ready. And so that could cause some problems. So whenever I know there's a dog, I kind of try to bunch up and try to be the one that's on the last, because that's the one they usually go after. So another deer. Just got it on the end there. This is that house that was just worried about all fixed. Most favorite roads here. I like it so much I do it twice. No, I use this. I go around the block and then I come back up this corner again, because that'll give me my 20 miles. And I'd rather do it back here where there's no cars, or hardly ever any cars, than out on the highway. This is a nice area. You know, this is like a park, you know, really. People load their bikes up and go off to a park so they can ride. Well, I ride every day in a park. Oh, that's another area I love. It's a nice hill here. What time to see deer up here? I haven't seen them today. And here's my hill. Don't have to do no pedaling here. If the road was straight at the bottom, I would, but got a nice sharp turn at the bottom. So I gotta be ready to hit the brakes. See if I can do this and keep recording. A little bit scary on a turn. Then there's another one here. Yeah, a lot of these roads were made before there was blacktop, you know, and they zigzag around everyone's property, you know. If you were building it nowadays, you probably wouldn't do that, because you know you have to blacktop it. They go around the farms and everything. No one wanted the road going across their land. Feeling that cold air again. Up here, there's a house right downwind from the chicken barn, and I always thought, Man, who'd want to live there? And they put a new fence up in the field here, and I figured out. Let's see if you can figure it out. Here's the chicken barn. Here's the house here. And here's the field. And here's the house. So did you figure it out? I don't know what it is. Whenever I see an animal, I gotta make this out. Sure smells here. Put my mask up here. Well, did you figure it out? As you can see, the field is split in two with the road going down the middle, leading right to that house. So, being the private detective that I am, the Sherlock Holmes that I am, I figured out that the person who runs the chicken farm must live there because they have an access, so they can go right from their house right straight to the barns. So that makes a lot of sense, because I don't think anybody else would want to live there, but a person who works in it all day long, it'd be no big deal to them. Not something I'd want to smell all the time, but I guess someone has to do it. But being a plant-based eater, I think I'd rather be downwind of a broccoli farm than a chicken barn. Oh yeah, except maybe when they're spreading manure. This road is a brand new road here. They put it on, and they go all the way up to it. Says end of county maintenance. I think the farmer knocked down the sign, but there's a sign on the other side. Then it goes for about a quarter mile, and then it picks back up again for county maintenance. I can't believe they would do that. See, here's where the road ends. Used to have an end of county maintenance sign on that side too, so they knocked down both of them. But then this road is really bad. I don't know who's responsible for this. Woo-hoo. I'll keep the camera going so you can see how far it is to the next, where it picks back up again. As I can, this road is really rough. A little hazardous with one hand. And this road to the right up here, take that road, you go to my bridge to nowhere. I'll leave a link for that up above. But you can see up here, that sign on the left there, that's the end of county maintenance. And then they pick it up again. I think they'd have a deal with whoever takes care of this other road. Strange how the way our government works. Slabs of wood getting ready for the tobacco barn. Harvest tobacco and they put it in there, and they start a fire in there and they smoke it so they can dry it. But here's my road here. Go back up the same way I went before. Yeah, my friend's mother-in-law, she come down here and seen smoke coming out of a barn. She thought it was on fire, and so she went up to the house all frantic and told them that their barn was on fire. I bet you they're still laughing about that. Well, but if it's something that you're not used to, you know. Yeah, this is nice. Getting close. 3 miles. I'll be at 8,000. Well, I made the turn and now we're headed back the same way we come. It's kind of like a tree tunnel down here, the way the trees. When it's really hot, it really feels real nice down here. So you don't have to ride in the direct sunlight all the time. But when it's hot, I usually try to ride in the mornings because the sun just gets way too hot in the afternoon. I have ridden in 95-degree weather, but it's pretty intense. Pretty intense. Let's see if I can catch this when it turns over to 8,000. Probably happen when I go by the dog. There it is. 8,000 miles. I can hardly believe it. It's a happy day. 8,000 miles. See if I can reset this so I can say it's 8,000 right on this spot here. Okay, I believe you just hold the up and down button. That gets you into the programming. And then I just go until I find the 1,000 miles. Oops, wrong one. Push the mode again, okay. Just keep pushing the mode button until you get to what your miles are. So number 9. And then I just hold the up button. And that'll reset it. Well, it still kept my trip though, but it reset the other one. So now, I just add 8,000 miles on there. 8,000 miles. I'm excited about that. You can tell I'm excited. I went from being flat on my back, not being able to walk hardly, pain all day, and I rode 8,000 miles. My back kept getting stronger and stronger. I stabilized my back enough to where it doesn't hurt as much. You know, I still have pain and I have to be careful how I lift things, but at least I can get out and get some exercise and do things like that. So yeah, one of the best things I ever bought was this bike. But there I am at 8,000 miles. And I'm getting pretty handy at turning that back now. It's really easy. And if you don't know what that's all about, when you have 10,000 kilometers on your bike, it'll turn over automatically. Did that one day while I was out and I didn't know what was going on, but was able to figure out that when it's at 10,000 kilometers, which I believe is about 6,280 or something like that miles, that's when your bike will turn over. I was expecting it to turn over at 10,000 miles, you know. So now I've been resetting it every 1,000 miles until I get to 10,000. Once I get to 10,000, I'll leave it until I get back up to 62 again. They say these HUD motors only last for 10 to 15,000 miles, so we'll see. So far I haven't had no problems, but I'm gonna have to change my tire real soon here now. Probably change the front one here real soon too. It doesn't scare me as bad to run the back one bald, but the front, I don't want that going flat when I'm flying down a hill. That might be interesting. So I may do that one soon too. Oh, look at the farmer. Another one of my hills I like to go down. Good time to rest your butt. And let the air flow through all the places. Well, once again, there's a curve at the bottom. Yeah, I bet you the dog are probably not even out here no more. I think they keep them in the house, and so when they let them out to go to the bathroom, we just happen to be going by. Let's see if I can make it up this hill. Yep, don't see the dogs now. There was a lady back there, had a dog. Kind of looked like one of them. She told it to stay. So maybe that was it. All right, 8,005 miles. And we went 20.3 miles today. Here's the rear the front tire. See, it's getting worn some. Here's my back one. It's really getting worn. Let's see if I can bring that around in the lights. See it better. Yeah. Need to do that real soon, don't I? But here's what she looks like. Believe it or not, I still have the original brakes. 8,000 miles on the original brakes. I try not to use my brakes only when I have to. And wow, I see this is, I thought I put a zip tie in there, but I must not have. You don't want that to come out. But when I change the tire, I'll put a zip tie on there next time. But yeah, bike has been really good to me. I did add a few things. I added this rack here. I did have to change my controller box cover because of my crash. It cracked. I changed the chain. Also put a new sprocket on it so I can get higher speed. I'll leave a link for all that down below. And I've bought 3 batteries so far. This battery here seems to be holding up a lot better than all the other ones. So sometimes you get a good one. But man, it's hot in that sun. But there it is. 8,000 miles. Got some grease on my hand from somewhere. Anyways, I'll change my tire. I'll probably change my brake pads, and maybe I'll be good for another 5,000 miles. I think I got like 5,000 miles on the back tire. Of course, 8,000 on the front. And I finally, I went through 3 seats. This is the one I ended up with. I got like 4,000 or 5,000 miles on that. Got those little mud flaps. Doesn't stop everything, but it helps. Overall, would I buy it again? You better believe I'd buy it again. This thing has been really good to me. It's really changed my life. If you'd have told me 2 years ago I would have rode, if you'd have told me I would have rode to Alaska in miles on a bike, I would have told you to go check yourself in somewhere, because there was no way I would have thought I'd been able to do it. Hadn't been on a bike for 30 years. And but it has changed my life. And because it changed my life, it changed my family's life. Like we saw, she's got almost 4,000 miles on her, and my daughter's got like 3,500, I think, on hers. And so exercise, it does you good. Took off a few pounds. I think I lost like 35 pounds when I first started riding. I gained some of it back over the winter, and then I lose it during the summertime. So I guess that's the way it goes. Alrighty, well, I'll leave a link for the bike down below. If you're looking for your first e-bike, it's hard to go wrong on this. If you choose another one, you choose poorly. But the bike has been really good to me, and I can't give it any higher marks. And Ecotric, if you're out there and if you watch this video, I could use another bike, you know. I could put 10,000 miles on your new bike and let people know how it is. So if you're out there and if you watch this, I wouldn't mind getting a new one. Alrighty, this is Papa Blue Shirt. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and may the good Lord take a liking to you.
May the good Lord take a liking to you. Hallelujah. May He spread His blessings on your trail. Hallelujah. May He be your guide anywhere you ride, and be always your host when you're needing Him most. May the good Lord take a liking.